This segment is brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Feels like home.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us, however you may be joining us. We appreciate it. And you know, if you look hard enough, you'll find lots of different organizations that we have in our communities. There's some new ones to me, and I'm always excited to find out about those. Want to introduce you first to Miss Anne Lejeune. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks.
All right, we appreciate you being here. Sitting next to her, Miss Sandra Claymont. Miss Sandra, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
All right, and you guys are with TAWASI, correct?
TAWASI.
TAWASI.
Sure. Uh-huh.
And so TAWASI has been around a long time, right? Miss Ann, tell us about how long
time.
And a little bit about this beautiful organization.
Sure. So it was formed in 1947, and they had 17 women that formed it. And originally, they actually had come up with a French name, but a lot of the groups in Thibodeau had French names, so they changed it to be an Indian name, and that name means friend and helper.
Friend
TAWASI.
and helper.
Friend
TAWASI.
and helper. So
Friend
it's
and
actually
helper.
very appropriate because we are a nonprofit organization. And the purpose all along has been to donate proceeds back into the community. So it works.
So it's about helping our community.
Absolutely.
Right? Now, it looks like things have changed a little bit for y'all. Tell us about this new look this year and why that is.
Sure. So the first show, the antique show, it was actually all antiques, was held in 1975. And that happened for over 40-something years.
Right.
So obviously you're doing something right when something goes on for 40-something years.
Right.
But then along came the fact that it was very hard to get antique dealers to come. Okay. So antique dealers have started setting up in antiques malls and things where they only set up one time and they leave it. So it's a lot easier
Kind
for
of a
them
one
to
and
do
done.
that. And then of course COVID came along, and so that changed the whole world as we know it, right? So it was so hard to get antique dealers. So we still wanted a full show. So what we did at that time, about 5 or so years ago, we added fine art to the show.
Very cool.
Which it worked out really well. That was a good thing for us to do. So now we've decided to expand even more. And so we've added a category called gifts. Now, gifts can be anything from candles to boutique clothing to accessories to home decor, but we do insist on high quality. But it in a big variety now, okay? So since we expanded the show so dramatically, we decided we needed a new name. Okay. So we had all the members of our group submitted new names. And so we had like over 40-something name submissions. And we sat there and we dissected all the words and all the names and everything. And we came up with Treasures on the Bayou. So Treasures is now, meaning a bigger variety of items.
All different types of treasures, right?
Yes, exactly.
Very good.
Not just antiques and art. And then on the Bayou, because that's what we're all about. We're all about giving back to the community.
We are the Bayou.
Okay.
So
once
Treasures on the Bayou is going to take place at the Warren J. Harangue Jr. Municipal Auditorium in Thibodeau.
Yep.
And it is, like you said, inspiring art, unique gifts, and timeless antiques. And it's going to take place when?
So it's September 5th and 6th.
Right.
For a long time, we've been the weekend after Labor Day. It's an easy way to remember it. So we're September 5th and 6th.
Very easy to remember. There's free parking with the indoor show. And you can go to their website, www.tawasi.net, to get more information about that. Jason, we appreciate that. And so let's talk about how many and some of the types of vendors we can see there at that show on the 5th.
So in the antiques category, I want to look at my notes because I want to make sure I get the right things in. So you might have things like furniture booths, estate and antique jewelry, glassware, old signs, rugs. We have a rug dealer who's been there forever, and everybody loves his rugs. And the thing about antiques, we are going to continue to have that there. And it's fun to watch younger people come with older people, and they talk about back in the day, this is what we used to use.
This is how we used to do it.
Right. And so that's always fun to watch, okay? So then also we're going to have, and by the way, when you do pass through antiques booths, it's really cool if you stop and talk to the dealers.
Sure.
Because there's a story behind each piece.
Right.
And
Every
you'll never
piece
know
tells
it.
a story.
Exactly.
And they'll tell its story with you.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And you'll never know it unless
Right.
you actually stop and talk to the
Gotcha.
dealers. Okay.
Very good.
So, and then we have the art category. So you'll have painting, quilting, jewelry making, rosaries, woodwork. And then you have gifts, which,
Okay.
might be children's clothing, olive oil, 3D figures, jewelry, accessories,
Right.
things like that.
All kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ms. Sandra, tell us if these attendees, because I know this is sometimes a sticky situation, can they eat in auditorium?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, very good.
A few years ago, we were lucky enough to secure concierge catering service from Napoleonville.
Right.
They're so easy and fun to work with. They specialize in down-home cooking.
Right.
Their menu might include gumbo, fried fish and white beans,
Oh,
red
my.
beans and rice.
Wow.
And of course, they can whip up Ann's favorite salad, which is a green salad with berries and fried shrimp.
Oh, my. Very
And
good.
they also have delicious desserts, so you won't go away hungry.
Okay.
And we have cafe tables set up so you can sit and have lunch and relax a little while before you continue
On the
shopping.
show. Very cool. Now, how can people get tickets, Ms. Ann?
Okay, so tickets are on eventbrite.com. You
Okay.
can get, we have two different kinds of tickets. One's for our sip and shop preview party, and the other one is for the regular show entry. You can find all those on eventbrite.com.
Right.
And the preview party, sip and shop, those are pre-sale only through August 29th.
Well, and I know it's a very unique show. We love that, which we appreciate. And you guys are a nonprofit, always giving back to the community, which we appreciate. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment and for this Bayou Time. But don't go anywhere. I got a whole lot more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Feels like home.